Shalom. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Copyright disclaimer under the section of 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. An allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. I came across this interesting take here, and I can appreciate the content creator's efforts because he interviewed Jakes only. And what do I mean by Jakes? You so-called blacks, Puerto Ricans, Native Americans, Hispanics. We are the children of Israel. And as you can see, it's stated on the screen here. Do you regret getting the jab? And as a spoiler alert, many of these Jakes, they did not. You know why? Because they trust in their oppressors, even though they are in the land of their enemies. We don't have to look that far back in history to know how you will be treated when you're trusting in your oppressors. Consider the Tuskegee syphilis experiment. I'm going to grab two talking points here, and I want to go back to that video because I want you to hear and watch the interaction. The Tuskegee study of untreated syphilis in the male Negro was a study conducted in 1932 through 1972. That's 40 years by the United States Public Health Service and the Center for Disease Control. And we all know who are the damn Wizard of Oz who running the show, who helped conduct this sort of experimentation on our people, which are the children of Israel. Another phenomenal talking point that I discovered while looking this information up, it reads, was the Tuskegee experiment legal? Moreover, check this out. It reads, the unethical medical experiment was entirely legal according to federal statute. One reason that no one involved was either indicted or charged with a legal violation. The consequences of this multifaceted betrayal are still being felt. Now, let's come out of this and let's go here. And keep this in mind as you listen to these Jakes give these flimsy, weak answers. These are going to be the same Jakes that's going to take the MOTB as well. Listen closely, and I'll chime in momentarily.
Hey guys, Aldo here with PragerU. Today I'm in Compton, California. I'm going to be asking people if they got the COVID-19 vaccine, if they regret it, and how their perception of the media has changed since 2020. Let's go see what people have to say. Today we're talking about the COVID-19 vaccine. Did you get the vaccine?
I sure did.
Yes.
I did.
Yes, I did.
What influenced your decision to get it?
Fear of me getting COVID again, because I had COVID. It wasn't fun.
I just had confidence in, the system.
You see, and that Jake, he's too old. He you get frustrated, but you get excited in the spirit because you know what the scriptures tells us to not trust in your oppressor. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10 through 13. It reads, never trust thine enemy. That's part of the problem. You Jakes, you don't know who your enemy is. You understand? Your enemy is Esau Edom, who's commonly called today the white man. He's the Caucasian out of the Caucasus Mountains. You understand? Read it again. Never trust thine enemy. For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. The scriptures tell us in the book of Malachi, right? He's the border of wickedness. There's no one more worse on the earth than him. He's the bad guy of the movie. You understand that? Verse 11. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be as unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not all been together wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he shall stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand. You see, that's what it's all about. Esau Edom attempting to get that birthright back, but it's not going to happen. Least he seek, to take thy seat, and thou at thy last remember my words, and be pricked wherewith. You have to consider these things. Understand? Verse 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent? This is the same serpent, Esau Edom, that was back in the garden in Genesis, the 3rd chapter. Okay? Esau Edom. Or any such as come nigh wild beast. You understand? Remember, the scriptures tells us he was more more cunning than all the beasts upon the earth. You know? Let me come out of this. Let's go back, man. Pardon me.
I just had confidence in, the system.
Because I had to for work.
Well, it was required at my job. I wouldn't have had a job. Used to work for the Los Angeles Unified School District. I had to think about my family and the future, and being so close to retiring at the time, it wasn't worth the risk.
You see, these jakes are going to have the same excuses, man. When the MOTB is made mandatory, they're going to have these same effing excuses. My job, I'm close to retirement, so on and so forth. You people are going to be destroyed, man.
Majority of African Americans do a lot of first responder jobs that their jobs push them to do. I don't think that nobody wanted to be the guinea pig.
I never took the COVID-19, and I wash my hands and keep myself together. I don't hang out with knuckleheads.
What influenced your decision to not get the vaccine?
What was not part about getting it? It just, just me as a black person, we have home remedies, grandmother. So, hey, man, I rolled that out.
Do you regret your decision to not get the vaccine?
No, I don't. At the end of the day, guess what? I'm still walking and talking.
And that's still part of the problem with our people. They're still walking around on the earth calling themselves black. They're sottish children. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 1 through 2, and it reads, "Woe to the obstinate children, you so-called Israelites, declares the Lord, to those who carry out plans that are not of mine, forming an alliance but not of my spirit, heaping sin upon sin." What sin did they commit when they took the jab? They broke the law in Leviticus chapter 19. Make no cuttings in thine flesh. Verse 2, who go down to Egypt without consulting me, who look for help to Pharaoh's protection and to Egypt for shade. When it refers to Pharaoh and Egypt, it's referring to America and its leaders, its presidents, its governors, so on and so forth. All right, we should be looking to the Lord. I was in this same position too as well, and trust me, I took the necessary steps, man. I didn't take the snake venom, man. But let's continue.
When they stuck me, my soul jumped out.
I want to show you one clip from the media and get your reaction to it. Does that sound all right?
Our data from the CDC today suggests, that vaccinated people do not carry the virus, don't get sick.
Now we know that the vaccines work well enough that the virus stops with every vaccinated person.
Do you trust her?
No.
That's not true, because even after I got the vaccine, I still did get COVID, but it just wasn't as bad. So I don't think that's true. That's why I still say be skeptical of our government.
Black man, black woman, black people, period, don't trust nobody in your suit, man.
Most black people don't trust anybody. They just think everybody's out to get us. So.
Do you think more Americans should be skeptical of the government and media?
Always, yeah. But definitely always do your own research.
Knowing what you know now, would you still get the COVID vaccine if you got to do it again?
Well, if it was an outbreak like this, like it was the last time, of course.
Now we already know what that older Jake is going to do when the MOTB is made mandatory. You already know that. But let's finish. Let's go here. The book of Isaiah, chapter 9, verse 13. For the people turneth not unto him that smiteth them, neither do they seek the Lord of hosts. You see, and that's what's going to happen when that time comes. Our people, they're going to run down to Egypt for help, as outlined here in Isaiah chapter 20, verse 5. Those who trust in Cush and boast in Egypt will be dismayed and put to shame. That's poetic talk. It's symbology for America, a.k.a. Babylon the Great. It has spiritually several names because, as the scripture tells us in the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 15, verse 20, he have commanded no man to do wickedly. You take this device, you're going to be conducting or acting in a wicked fashion. Neither has he given any man license to sin, because for those of us who are of the hopefully elect, our hope, our trust will be in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.